As many of you will know, scumbag, lowlife, and imprisoned degenerate Ian Huntley was savagely attacked a few days ago in prison. Apparently, someone, a prisoner, a named prisoner, used a makeshift tool to basically deal with him to the extent where his head's probably said to be halved to that level, to that extent of a beating, as it were. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna be careful with YouTube and how I address this. But Ian Huntley has apparently been dealt with. Okay, and according to the latest news, he has a 5% chance of making it. I think his own mother said, just end it, end the whole thing. And even his daughter was like, as like, just said something similar. Basically, as many of you know the story, I'm not going to touch on that now. That's going to deal solely with the aspect of him being attacked. I'm going to the histrionics of what occurred, because it's quite A, it's harrowing, and B, I'm not so sure on how YouTube regulates stories. Yeah, as many of you know, I've more or less given TikTok a break due to being shadow banned and having many strikes. But anyway, moving on with this. Apparently, it's been said medics worked miracles to keep the low-life fiend Huntley alive. After staff, obviously, who saw him after the beating, assumed he was deceased, because according to many eyewitnesses, many believe that it's a miracle he's still alive, basically. So what happened was he was attacked. And basically put in an induced coma now. Attacked, transported by helicopter, I presume to the nearest hospital. Heaven forbid those nurses and staff having to deal with him. Put in an induced coma. And yeah, it is what it is. Now, many people are saying, put money on the attacker's books, free the attacker, let him go, blah, 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 blah. The attacker himself is a fiend. The attacker's meant to be a triple killer, as well as a, dare I say it, rapist by the name of Anthony Russell, who himself is meant to be some kind of nutcase, according to other videos I've read around this. And basically, he dealt with Huntley, as I said, with a 3-foot spiked pole. Okay, now he did this. Okay, and yeah, people are saying, this guy, free him, put money in his books. But apparently, he did something very sinister as well. Because don't forget that if they're all in the same part of the prison, then they're all on the same thing. But anyway, I'm not going to go too deep in this, because obviously YouTube has its censorship, and it's like has its ways of detecting things and shadow banning. But with regards to this low life Ian Huntley, yeah, hey, they just pull the plug out. And that's it. Get done with him. And end it. I agree with his own mum. End it. So let me just run through a few Facebook comments quickly before I wrap this up. Okay. Oh, let's make it a bank holiday. Yeah, agreed. I agreed. May I suggest no pain relief for him? Yeah, I bet. I agree. I'll drink to that. Yeah. Basically, these are going to be the same comments, These are going to be the same comments. These are going to be the same comments, or the same nature. Basically, yeah, I think they should just pull the plug. The guy's a low life. scumbag. He's not worth to be living, even in prison. That's my opinion. Alright then, later.